Come on, we can get right to it if y'all want.
Shoot.
All right, the versus.
The versus. Damn.
Versus.
Versus.
All right.
I mean,
this is a damn.
I mean,
shame.
this is in line with something that
We have not told the audience what happened yet. Look at you, ready to get your bars off.
No. That's not what I was about to say. Nah, not at all.
All the naysayers coming out.
Swizz and Tim are suing Triller.
That's Swizz Beatz and Timbaland.
Legends.
Yes.
indeed.
Creators of Versus.
Are suing
Icons.
Triller, seeking $28 million for versus rap battle deal.
That's a couple dollars.
A little bit. Triller now says it's paid them over $50 million to date and claims that they've not met their earn-out payment threshold. I don't know what an earn-out payment threshold is. Would you enlighten us?
What, the earn-out payment threshold?
Yeah.
That means that you will be paid maybe, let's say, quarterly, and you have deliverables. So we will give you X amount at the start. Oh, shit, let me move this back. X amount at the start, and the next time you'll get this, and the
Based
next
on
time.
your kind of
So we're
percentage.
stalling payments.
Gotcha. Based on what you deliver, though.
Whatever that is,
So
yeah.
you should deliver a certain amount of events.
That's
per
where
quarter.
it gets fuzzy.
I'm saying whatever your agreed upon terms are.
Yes, but that is where it begins to get fuzzy.
Gotcha.
Well, it's saying here, according to the lawsuit, after Triller failed to make a large payment to Swizz and Timbaland in January, the company agreed to a settlement requiring Triller to pay them $18 million, which is $9 million each, by March 20th, with $1 million per month for the following 10 months. And Triller has not made any of those payments. This is what their lawsuit alleges, which I was getting ready to say goes in line with a report that came out a couple weeks ago. I believe it was the Washington Post. I could be wrong. I don't want to get the wrong paper. But the report was that Triller hasn't been paying the creatives.
Oh yeah, we talked about
Yeah,
that briefly on
spoke about
Patreon,
that.
maybe. Yeah.
So it wasn't paying the artists either.
The people that, like, they had
they did
some type of initiative
Yeah.
for black creators. And there were people that had signed on with Triller saying, you know, if we'll put a certain amount of content out and we'll get paid X amount of money, and Triller has not paid anyone. And there were people like, yo, I'm facing eviction. I've been doing this. I'm still meeting obligations because, you know, we signed this deal. I'm sending my invoices in and I'm not getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
So it seemed like something ain't working over there. I don't know if it's when they tried to, this is just speculation, if when they tried to go to subscription base, niggas wasn't signing up like
I
that.
was about to say
Probably so.
Or they tried to mix it with the boxing and it just ain't work. I don't know, but it seems like the money is running kind of low
At Triller.
at Triller.
Probably the case.
I don't see how they make money.
No, they have endorsements
I'm
at all the things. They're usually sponsored by somebody. They have the shit written all over the fucking set.
Now,
They usually have bottles or whatever the shit may be. Yeah.
And if you're an endorsee, we gonna rock the first time. Let's say you Pepsi.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all XYZ. And then they don't pop. Like, I'm not giving y'all no more bread. You get what I'm saying? Like, we just throwing numbers out. Like, if I want some Parks sneakers.
Yeah.
And I think that your sneakers gonna sell a certain amount of sneakers in first quarter. If it don't pop, I'm not putting no more money behind your shit.
Yeah, that's outside of my
Of course,
my wheelhouse.
I'm just guessing.
However, I think the way that usually works, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, it kind of don't matter how the shit performs. It's I'm putting you in front of X amount of people. This is what the rate is for that amount of people.
True. And then
Like a commercial.
like Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl is projected to be 100 million viewers.
But I don't think they come back to the NFL if their fucking quarterly isn't a jump right there and say, yo, actually, we're not going to pay you no more. Nah,
Or next year, I'm not giving you that
yeah.
because you only have 50 million viewers, and we projected 100 million last year, and I put commercial spots based on those projected numbers. Y'all didn't meet them, so now I'm not going to give y'all the same amount of money next year.
Yeah. Or just, yo, we thought by spending this amount of money with you, it would bring us back a certain amount. And even if y'all had 100 million viewers, it didn't turn into product. It didn't turn into sales for us, so we could spend that money elsewhere.
Maybe.
It could be anything. But it just seems like the money is slowing up over there at Triller, and they're not paying anyone.
That's a damn shame.
What you think?
it's also complicated.
It really is.
It is, and we don't. There's so much
It's big money talk.
I know no facts,
None of us do, by the way.
so
We're speculating here.
I'm speculating, and this will sound vague, but they either made a whole lot of money or they didn't make any money.
Triller?
Yeah. Either Triller is doing really, really, really well,
Or really, really bad.
or they're doing really, 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 really bad.
I would assume the latter.
I think it's the other one.
I would assume.
I haven't seen it.
Now, I don't know because that gets into the numbers of things. I haven't been following how the boxing shit has been doing. I know it's all looked out of order. That's when Ice came in here and said, hey, there was a few of these versus battles that were blinked out, promised to us that we never received.
That's a fact. Yeah, you did say that. It's also weird because for the most part, I know there was a couple that weren't, but for the most part, they've also been live on Instagram and YouTube. So I don't know how all that shit
Gets broken down financially.
gets broken down or what the benchmarks are and shit.
That
But
was,
I would assume a lot of people are watching it not on
elsewhere.
Triller.
That was Cypress Hill and Onyx beef because it was like, yo, you didn't put ours wide like you do everybody else's.
Right.
You put it behind the paywall, and it ain't a lot of people over here. And I even said it then. I said, yo, I believe that might have been a test just to see exactly how many people we got only paying.
Istradamus, man.
But they can't do that with Cypress Hill and Onyx. You know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect to them, but you got to have a Usher, Chris Brown. You got to have some big name shit, and then you can say, yo, this subscription only. You can't force a nigga to go watch certain things.
Remember I came in here and said that they offered me a blank check. And with that information now, you know what a blank check means?
Blank.
Maybe we'll get to it. Maybe we won't.
We don't plan on paying it.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, you can write.
You can write down whatever number you want.
What do you want? How much? You got it.
Sue me.
You got it.
Stand in line.
Yeah.
Especially if the payments are installed.
Yeah.
That's one. Two, the owners of Triller, or the co-owners or whatever, I read the shit, but the two guys, they've been around the block and have their own reputation. I'm certain that both sides did their due diligence to add language in the contract for both sides that would give each party an out whenever they wanted
A certain
one.
amount of
That's
protection.
the other side to why these big deals don't really mean shit. Because what's the language that gets us out of this ASAP? I don't know who has the better of the side, but if I'm assuming Triller is broke, I put that side to Timbaland and Swizz. I do. I do. If Triller's broke, I give it to them. If Triller is not broke and is going to make them jump through hoops and hurdles and drag this out and make it a long, drawn-out thing before they eventually settle, which is what will happen at some point, well, then it could get ugly. And it probably will get a little bit ugly.
Probably so. And I wonder if it's going to keep...
Because this is already ugly, the fact that it's public.
Read that last.
Because Triller is, well, let me finish.
Right.
What, this one?
Yeah, the last one.
In December, Triller announced plans to become a publicly traded company. That's exactly what I was about to get into. Through a reverse merger with SeaChange International, a provider of video streaming and ad technologies. The companies had claimed the value of the new entity to be called Triller versus Corp. Would be approximately $5 billion. However, in June 2022, SeaChange and Triller mutually agreed to terminate the merger agreement per a regulatory filing. That's what I was about to get into. It's already ugly because Triller would be trying to go public. Somebody would be trying to go public. And the worst possible thing when you're trying to go public is a headline.
Bad business, yeah.
Yeah.
And a headline of and about bad business.
Yeah.
To scare away other people. So this is already a nightmare. So it's going to get uglier. And they will eventually settle. But I also imagine that the labels had something to do with this.
What you mean?
Because you're taking our shit
That's our shit.
and making
That's
billions
our
of
music.
dollars off of our music.
When y'all signed this deal, and this is again guessing here, that's why it went from song battle to live performance where you have to alter the record or the performance. But I don't know if y'all altered it enough to make a label say,
This is
hey,
a performance.
that's
yeah.
not
that's
shit.
our shit.
Look.
And that's part of what Triller was saying, which is, hey, y'all have obligations to record labels that were unbeknownst to us when we did this deal. So we have come out of pocket X amount of dollars
to the label.
to other people.
And look,
We don't have it to give you.
last year, Universal took its music catalog from Triller.
Yeah.
And then, they worked out a new deal and
they
put
had
it back
to-
on.
I
we
think
gonna pay
we've.
you.
But yeah,
I
now
think
we
we
got to,
went
no, we got to fix this. Oh, this is what's going on over here? No, we got to fix it. We're going to take our music off. Now you can't have nobody that got anything under Universal perform and stream it on your service.
If I had to guess, they just thought it was going to be worth.
See, and you could do that. You could have that conversation if you're versus with Apple. Because now it's versus and Apple.
Yeah.
What y'all trying to say, record labels? Let's talk.
Right.
This ain't that.
Yeah.
This is Triller.
Right.
I didn't mean to say it like that.
Nah, but I mean, it's
levels.
valid,
But the
though.
point is the point.
It's levels.
It's levels.
Levels.
Neutral button.